California. Hey. In California. California. Oh, California. I like to This is like about to be like a super overwhelming video, so surreal video. Honey, your girl Teeks is in Cali, honey, okay? Like, what is freaking happening? What is happening right now? This is like so surreal. Like, I can't believe that I'm actually saying that I officially am a LA resident. Like, I'm a California girl now. Like, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Who does she think she is? Who does she... mentally, I'm already in 2020, honey, and it's about to be a lot of who do she think she is, okay? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is TAKARAONEA, or you can call me T. It is whichever one that you would prefer to call me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Takara, and this is your first time meeting me. I just moved to LA. For all my old subbies, y'all know this is where your girl has been wanting to be, and I am finally here. So for today's video, I'm basically we just gonna be doing a little story time. Like, I'm like a story time of how I got here, why I'm here, how did it all happen, because it happened so freaking fast. It happened so sudden, and I know you guys are like, you didn't even like announce it, you didn't even tell us that you were planning on moving anytime soon. Nothing like that. Yes, honey, I know, I understand, but this was kind of like a spur of the moment thing, and you know, God just showed up to my doorstep and was like, knock knock knock, hey Teeks, like, it's time to go to Cali. So a lot of people were asking me, why did I want to move to California? Why did I decide to move here instead of moving to New York? Because I do fashion and things like that. I knew I wanted to move to LA years ago when I was like 18. When I turned 18, like, I kind of already knew like I wanted to move to California. I always had this like big dream of like I wanted to move to California. I already knew that, and I had a best friend from my hometown back in Toledo, Ohio, who I had been knowing for a while. During our college years, she ended up going to college in Arizona, and then she ended up moving out here to LA because her father had moved out here, so she ended up moving to LA or whatever to be closer to her dad. So when I was 21, my 21st birthday, when I was in college, I ended up, well, I was working at Victoria's Secret at the time, but I ended up taking a trip out here to LA for my 21st birthday. Okay, I ended up taking a trip out here for my 21st birthday, and I kind of already knew in my head that I wanted to move out here before I even took a trip. But when I took the trip for my 21st birthday, I even had more confirmation that I wanted to move to LA. I also wanted to go to FITM, which is the fashion institute out here for fashion design. They have like other degrees in fashion for that. I also wanted to go to FITM, but I never applied because I just always felt like it was too expensive, so I just never applied. I kind of just was like, whatever, like, I'm not going to that school, like, it's way too expensive. Just like SCAD in Atlanta is like way too expensive. But the reason that I moved out here is because I was definitely in the need for a new environment. You guys knew I have been saying that for the longest, that I was in need for a new environment after college. And you guys know, just being at home doing YouTube. There's a plane. I have to get used to this. Yeah, so being at home doing YouTube, being a full-time entrepreneur, I kind of sacrificed like moving out on my own and things like that. So that way, like, I wouldn't be spending money on like rent and stuff like that, and I could focus on building my business, building up my personal brand and all of those good things. I always knew if I could get the opportunity to move to LA or like find a job out here or anything like that while building my brand, that I would do it, because I really love LA. I love the fact that there's more opportunities. I love the scenery. I love that there's more people. Of course, like, YouTube is really big out here, so there's a lot of more events, networking, or connections for me to connect with different people. Like I said, I'm in the industry, the entertainment industry, of course, because YouTube is entertainment, so I just knew this would be a better move for me. And there's fashion out here as well. So a lot of people was like, well, there's fashion in New York, there's fashion in LA, why did you not move to LA? Why did you not move to New York? I never really had like a desire to move to New York. I absolutely love New York, but I've always just liked California more just because of the weather. I've lived on the East Coast basically all my life, so I'm not really for like the snow and all of that stuff. So I would definitely say the weather, even though I absolutely love New York. I don't know, I could see myself living there, but I don't know, maybe I'll move there another year or something like that. I don't know like that, but for now I've always wanted to move to LA. It just connects back with everything that I do. YouTube, fashion, it's all out here. So why did I decide to move to LA, like you guys said? Well, I felt like I said, I needed a new environment. As you guys know, I'm very close knit with my family, so this was something like, once I take this leap, like I'm gonna be 3,000 miles away from my family. That was a kind of crazy thing to think about for me. Being an entrepreneur, the reason why I never just jumped up on a limb to move to California is because you gotta have money to be out here, and my income with YouTube and just being an entrepreneur has fluctuated over the years. So I just was like very skeptical about just jumping out on a limb and coming out here because of, you know, my income situation, of it just being like up and down. Like being an entrepreneur is just like like I didn't want to come out here and ended up being homeless because, you know, like because of my income not being a steady income. Even though I had family in Georgia, I always felt very alone there. Almost like I kind of felt like I went through a sense of depression. I don't really like that word, but I just felt very alone. I never really felt like there was anything specific for me in Atlanta or in Georgia or just in that region at all. I just didn't really feel like it was anything there for me. I felt like I was just kind of holding myself there. Yeah, I had my family, but I've always felt alone being there. So as you guys know, I was dating my recent boyfriend that you guys seen on my videos that I was doing, like my boyfriend videos. One of you guys actually asked me, did he move with me? And no, he did not move with me at all. He is still currently in Georgia. Did we break up on bad terms? No, we did not break up on bad terms. I just felt like our paths were not the same. I felt like we were on two different paths. He's somebody that I definitely can say helped me to grow as a woman. I think we had our chapter within our life. I think it's something as if like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I felt like I needed to take this leap for myself. Will I always love him? Yes, I will always love him. He's somebody that I truly deeply care about. It was very hard for me to just pick up and leave, especially without saying bye to him. I don't think that was something that I really could have done, was actually to sit there and have to say bye. So I chose not to do that. But why do I feel like I'm about to cry? This is supposed to be a happy moment. But yeah, so no, he did not move with me, you guys. So yeah, we don't have any bad blood. This is my message for you guys out there. I think sometimes you have to do things for your own happiness, because like I said, I still felt like I was in the city, but I felt like I was alone. Like I said, I just don't feel like we were on the same path, and I still felt alone. I didn't feel like I had that partner that was there. Like I felt like I had a partner that was there, but they weren't really there, if you can say that. So you guys, sometimes you have to do things for your own happiness, and I decided that I needed to change. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're with them, but it's like they're there but they're not really there, like, and that's frustrating because you need that person that's gonna be there for you, support you, and things like that. I kind of moved out of nowhere, you guys. As you guys know, my best friend from high school, another one of my best friends, my good friends that's from Toledo, Ohio, she actually moved to LA last year. Her and her roommate, they are actually both from Toledo, so we're all from Toledo, and that is who I am currently rooming with right now, because I know a lot of people were asking me, do I live by myself, do I have roommates? I currently have roommates, and we are currently looking for a place to actually upgrade in, so a bigger space. Yeah, so that is who I am rooming with, because I know a lot of you guys are wondering if I lived on my own, if I was gonna be being by myself. So no, I do have roommates, honey. But it's kind of cool because like now I get to like be around my friends, and not just always around like my grandma or like my family. No shade to like my family or anything like that, but sometimes I just feel like I need to be around my friends, like to, you know, get out more. So my friend actually works out here as well. So she had been telling me, she was like, are you still thinking about moving to LA? Like, because her and her roommate was looking for another roommate. She was like, are you still thinking about moving out here? Like, my job right now, they're looking for people, and she was like, I'm gonna put in a good word for you. So I knew, like, because of my income being so you know, up and down, I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna need some type of employment out in LA because homegirl, it's expensive out here. So I think it was about maybe like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. I think it was like the end of October. I was like, hey, like I put in my application for the job that you work at or whatever like that. And she was like, yeah, I already told my manager, blah, blah, blah. She was like, they're probably gonna be calling you because like they're really looking for people. I'm like, all right, cool. So I didn't really think anything of it. I kind of just threw it in the back of my mind. I was like, yeah, whatever, like she said that, but I'm like, this is never gonna happen. So I kind of just threw it into the back of my mind. Sorry, mom, I gotta tell this story. I love you. 1 week, me and my mom kind of got into it. We weren't really seeing eye to eye. Like, she was kind of just asking me, you know, what's your plan? Like, I know you're doing YouTube, blah, blah. Like, we were just not seeing eye to eye. You know how that is sometimes. Like, me and my mom just were not seeing eye to eye. I was not seeing eye to eye with my boyfriend at the time. Like, there was just a lot going on. Like, my grandma is currently sick right now. She's still sick. So my grandma was sick. My grandma was in and out of the hospital, in and out of doctor's appointments and things like that. After I went to the Clark Atlanta University fashion show, I did that fashion show. I kind of didn't go back home to where I was staying at my grandparents' house. I kind of just like laid low at my mom's house, and that's when you guys see me like working on like my vintage shop stuff and stuff like that, because it was like my spirit was like holding me back from going back home, or like it was like I knew something was getting ready to happen but I didn't know what. And it was all around like the retrograde time too, so I'm like, I just need to lay low here. Like, I don't need to make any sudden movements. I need to figure out what I want to do. You know, about to go into 2020. What do I want to do? Do I want to move? I want to live in Atlanta, like the city. I was just ready for a new environment. I was like, I gotta get up, I gotta do something. Like, so that's what was happening. So around that time I was kind of praying and just like asking God for answers, guidance. Like, so my other friend that used to live here in LA that I told you guys about earlier in the video, she lives in Toledo. So she was like, hey, like come back home to Toledo like for Thanksgiving. Like, she was like, I want you to come up here. I want to see my friend. I haven't seen you since the summertime. Like, you should come here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, She was like, this will give you time to just like think. She was like, maybe you want to move back home. She was like, I don't know. She was like, this will just give you time to get away from everybody and kind of just figure it out. And I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. Like, maybe I should just drive up home, take some time out, get away from everybody, like, because I'm so stressed out. My grandma is sick. Like, what is happening? Like, everything is just going wrong. Like, so much stuff is going on. I was like, maybe I do need to just get away. Like, and I felt so bad because I felt like I was halfway being there for my grandma. I was going through this mind space. Like, it was just like, you know, like everything was just like cluttered. Like, that's how I knew like something was getting ready to happen. So I never really thought like that I was gonna come out here. I kind of like gave up the whole idea of coming out to LA. I started getting discouraged, so I kind of threw moving to LA to the side, and that's why I started thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna move to Atlanta, Boston. Like, I was talking to one of my friends and I just kept telling him about Boston. I'm like, maybe I need to just move to Boston. There's something in Boston. Like, and he was just like, no, you need to just calm down. Like, and all of that stuff. So I'm telling him I'm moving to Boston. Like, I'm packing up, I'm moving to Boston. Don't know what the hell is in Boston. Like, I was like, there is something coming. There's something for me. I just don't know what. I couldn't put my finger on it. So after all of this happened, literally the day of retrograde, and I don't know if you guys believe in retrograde, but you can look it up what it is, but literally like the day that retrograde ended, I think it ended on November the 20th, I was just going through it. I was crying, tears, like just so emotional. Like, I'm telling my friend, I'm like, oh my god, my life is in shambles. Like, my body's like, you're gonna be okay. Like, cry it out, cry it out, cry it out. And so I'm like, okay, get it together, homegirl. The day of retrograde, my best friend here that I'm my roommate, she actually called me and I didn't answer the phone because I was just crying. I was going through it. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody, so I ignored her. Sorry, girl, I did. I ignored you, girl. I'm sorry. I ignored you. I shouldn't have ignored you. I didn't know my blessings was on the way. Next day, I'm sitting on my computer editing a video and I see a California number pop up on my phone. But there had been a lot of like California numbers calling my phone, but I knew specifically this area is where I had applied at. So I was like, okay, like, this is the job. This is the job that I applied for in California, but I had forgot. Like, I kind of just, I threw it back to the back of my mind because I just wasn't really thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, I'm like panicking. Like, she didn't answer the phone, so I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, I'm like, okay, let me prepare in case they ask me any like interview questions, or they ask me to do like a Skype interview or something like that. No, I called back the manager, and you know, she was just like, hey, like, Takara, like, we want to do, she was like, we want to do an interview with you, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, like, and she was like, would you be able to come in tomorrow? And I'm just like, tomorrow? Like, I'm on the way in Georgia. I'm in Georgia, like, I can't come in tomorrow, like, because like I'm 3,000 miles away, like. So I was like, okay, I was like, she doesn't know that I'm in like Georgia, like, but like I put that I stayed in California because I wanted this job so bad, you guys. Like, I wanted this job. I was like, yeah, like, so I'm currently out of town right now, so is there any way that I can come in next week? Like, because at this point I'm like, if I can come in next week, I'm booking my ticket. So she was like, yeah, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was like, what day would be best? I was like, oh, Monday. Like, I gave her the first day of the first week. First day of the week. I didn't want her to think that I was like playing around. So she was like, yeah, like Monday, 2 o'clock, can you come in? I'm like, yeah, like, let's go. Like, so, no, so my best friend, she finally called me when she got off work. I'm like, hey, are you at the job right now? She was like, no, I'm at my other job. I'm like, oh my God, like, your job just called me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I told her that I was gonna come in Monday. What do I do? She was like, yeah, like, she was like, definitely. Like, she was like, you can come stay with us until we find like a bigger apartment, blah, blah. Like, and she was like, I've been wanting you to move out here. So my best friend's telling me all this. She was like, book your ticket, like, blah, blah. I'm like, are you sure? She was like, yes, book your ticket. Like, this is gonna be dope. Like, you'll figure it out once you get here. So I'm like, all right, I'm booking my ticket. So I immediately booked a ticket to come to LA, and at this point I hadn't like told my mom or anybody like that. So I'm like, okay, I booked the ticket, now I have to tell my mom. And me and my mom, again, we weren't seeing eye to eye. I'm like, okay, I gotta tell my mom, I gotta tell my grandma, like, and I'm just gonna leave. Like, I was not gonna go back to my grandma's house. I wasn't gonna say bye to anybody. I literally was just gonna leave because I found the ticket that left Saturday. So I found out, yeah, so it was like a Tuesday that I found out. So I told my mom Tuesday night, and like I'm sitting there talking to her, and she literally says nothing. Like, she was just like, yeah, well, I think you should go back home. Like, you know, like, I was like, I was like, I'm not going back home. Like, I was like, my plane leaves Saturday. I was like, I honestly just need to leave my car here, and I need to just, you know, take a, it's like a little shuttle that takes you to the airport. I was like, I need to just take a shuttle and just go, like, because I had most of my stuff with me at my mom's house. I was like, no, like, I really think you should go back home, like, blah, blah. So I'm like, and then she wasn't really giving me like the energy that I needed. Like, I'm like, are you like hearing me? I'm leaving. Like, so we were like, I'm going like to California, and she wasn't really saying nothing. So I was just like, it's whatever, like, and nobody cares, like, blah, 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 like, I'm just going. So I just left. I didn't really say anything else to my mom that day. She didn't really say anything, so I just felt kind of hurt. I'm like, she doesn't care, like, so yeah, so I'm just dramatic. So then the next day, I was like, you know what, she's right. I need to take my car back to my grandma's house, let my car stay on my grandma's driveway so that they could just have the car, because my grandparents helped me to get my car and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna just let them keep it and all that stuff till I figure out what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna go to my room and pack up all my stuff, get everything that I need, because I still had a whole bunch of like my filming stuff, my sewing machine, stuff that I needed to really pack up. So it was a good decision for me to go back and say bye to my grandparents. So when I got back to my grandparents' house, I told my grandpa first because I was scared. I sat down, I basically told him everything that was happening. He was super excited for me. He was like, you should go. He was like, I did this same thing when I was your age. He was like, I got up and left from Florida and went to Detroit with like $100 in my pocket. He was like, you know, I was the happiest. Those were like the happiest days when I just got up and left. I was like, yeah, like, Grandpa, can you take me to the airport? Because I don't know how I'm gonna get there. Like, because I'm like, I'm so far, I need somebody to take me. And he was like, yeah. So he planned on taking me to the airport. So then I was like, you know, I'm scared to tell Grandma because I know Grandma's sick right now. I don't want her to be mad at me. He was like, no. He was like, you know, like, you gotta live your life and things like that. So he's like, your grandma, she'll understand or whatever like that. So I ended up telling my grandma, and my grandma was like, oh, you going to California with Big Boy, with my brother, because you guys know my little brother is here as well. He's here for acting. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to California. So she was pretty stoked about that. The next day, I think it was Thursday, I only had one day to literally like pack up my stuff. So I had all day Friday to literally pack up my room and like get everything together and put things in boxes that I want my mom and my grandma to ship here. I'm thinking about just putting all my boxes in my car and getting all of that stuff shipped. So I literally had one day to pack up my entire room and like just get everything in order. The vintage shop stuff that I want them to, they're gonna be doing all of the shipping for my vintage shop stuff, or they're just gonna ship the box so that I'll have it or whatever. So I'm just debating on how I want to do that. We're still going back and forth with that. But yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. My flight left Saturday, so I literally had no time to tell nobody, to get anything together. Like, it all happened so fast. It was just like the chapter in my life, the page, the chapter in my life the page flipped so freaking fast. Like, I went from being so sad, like crying, just freaking my life in shambles, to literally having work out here, still, you know, being able to run my YouTube channel, having just a roof over my head because I have people out here. I know people out here. I also have family out here as well. My brother's out here. So it's like, it was just like a seamless move. Like, it was a seamless move. I came with just my backpack, just my suitcase. I just had one suitcase, one backpack for now, and that was it, you guys. That was it. I didn't tell anybody. So I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends were kind of offended because I didn't tell them, but I didn't have time. I was so focused on just preparing myself to move because this was a big move for me. It was scary. I was by myself. I just didn't have time. I was like, you know, I'll tell everybody when I get there. Let's say that. Let's do that. So I told my brother the day before me leaving, that I was coming out there. The 24th was actually my brother's 23rd birthday, so I got to spend his birthday with him on the 24th. And he came over here. He came over to the apartment, everything like that, and he was just like, oh my god, this is so surreal that you're actually here. And we spent the day together. We watched some Netflix and we went and got pizza. We walked and stuff like that. He was just telling me how he's trying to move to the area that I'm in because it's like closer to everything and things like that. So that was pretty dope, and I'm still shocked, you guys. I'm seriously still shocked that I'm here. I kind of, like, the first day that I got here, like the first night, I was on the phone with my friend and I was just telling him, I'm like, he was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I think I'm just a little bit tired. But I was like tired and emotional at the same time because I think it was just like, I was just like, dang, like, I'm so proud of myself. Like, it's like God took me through all of these trials and tribulations. Like, he took me through all of this stuff to build me up so that I would be prepared to come out here, because I know it's not going to be an easy journey being out here. I feel like he was just preparing me, and I expected to move to LA faster than what I did. Like I said, I've been wanting to move to LA since I was 18. I'm 27 now. I'm just now getting out here. But I feel like everything happens on God's time. Like, it happens when he wants you to come out here, when he has you prepared. I've always been drawn to LA. I felt like I was always supposed to be out here for a reason. So whether I'm supposed to be out here permanently or temporarily, I don't know. I always knew that I was supposed to be here for a reason. Like, I had a mission out here, if I could say that. This move was definitely an eye-opener for me. It let me know that I can literally do anything that I put my mind to, and that I could literally manifest anything into my life. As you guys know, I manifested this opportunity to come out here into my life at the beginning of 2019. I made that vision board and I put that I was gonna move to LA this year. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, and then I kind of gave up on it. I didn't think that it was gonna happen. It's like the moment I stopped obsessing over wanting to move to LA, it happened. And I just feel like that's how manifestation is. Like, you manifest it, you speak it, or you say what it is that you already have. Like, you have to already believe that you got it, and then you leave it alone, and it literally manifests into your life. And that's literally what I did. I also want to let you guys know, if you really want to move somewhere, or you really want to be at a certain place, or you really want to do something, do not let money or having a certain amount saved up before you move detour you or stop you from taking that leap of faith. Sometimes you can't wait till you have a certain amount of money saved up, or you have this or that, or you have everything. Sometimes you literally just have to take the leap and do it in an unconventional way. I feel like my way of moving out here was way more different than a lot of the other YouTubers that you guys see on YouTube who move out here. They have everything. They get, you know, everything just comes together. Like, I wasn't able to do that, but I still made that jump. I was like, I'm not gonna let it stop me from moving out there, because that's where I want to be. And again, my situation is a little bit different because I do know people out here. I have my best friend who is definitely looking out for me. So I definitely have somebody out here. But I say still don't let it stop you, because I know some people, and I know friends who've came out here with absolutely nothing, and they've came out here homeless, and they've done it, and they're on their feet, and they're doing amazing jobs. So I just say you have to go for it. You have to just go for it and do it, and have faith that God is gonna have your back. Me moving out here the way that I did it, I feel like it's way more relatable, and it's my story, it's my journey. Like, I don't have to move out here like how everybody else did. Like, I did it my way. I think, like I said, it makes it more special and more relatable to some brown little girl out there who wants to move to LA thinking that she can't do it. Well, here you go, honey. I am a pure example that you can, okay? I think you should definitely just take the leap without always having it 100% together. This was a super scary move for me, but exciting at the same time. I had a lot to be excited about. So although I had some fear and anxiety when I moved, I definitely feel like it was the most exciting. I left behind loads of people that I absolutely love, and if you guys are watching this video, I want you guys to know that I absolutely love you. Thank you for everyone who supported me, who like sent me a message and wished me good luck on my new endeavors and stuff like that. So I just want to say that I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. You know who you are. And yeah, but honestly, I feel like I had to make this move for myself. That's why I didn't tell a lot of people. I had to make this move for myself, by myself, and put myself first so that I can get everything that I deserve in life. Because look, it's about to be 2020. We not about to play no more. Like, we're not playing. We're going into a whole new freaking decade, okay? We're going into a whole new decade. I knew that if I did the whole carnival journey, that was just preparation for this. That's definitely what it feels like. I can say I'm honestly super proud of myself for building up the courage to just jump up and go, because a lot of people would have just kind of like blew it off like, yeah, I applied, but yeah, I can't get out there by Monday. Like, I'm not gonna go. Like, what I'm gonna do? Like, and I was like, nope, jumping on the opportunity. I could die tomorrow. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. A lot of people don't get it, so I'm going. Like, period. Like, that's it. Period. You guys, I even left behind somebody that I deeply and truly loved and care about. But sometimes I believe you have to leave certain people behind, even when it hurts. And I feel like everybody and some people aren't meant to be you know, on your journey with you. Some people aren't meant to stick around with you. Some people you can't take with you. So, and like I said, even though it hurts, it's something that I had to do for myself. And I know a lot of people questioned me and was like, why didn't you tell anybody? Like, why didn't you announce it? Or why? Like I said, for one, I didn't know, and for two, I didn't feel like it was really anybody's business. I felt like a lot of people weren't there for me during my dark days. I had a lot of dark days, a lot of stuff that I went through, and like I said, this was something that I wanted to do for myself. I didn't want to tell some people that I was close to, and then people tried to talk me out of it. People placed their fears and anxieties on top of me. I didn't want anybody to stop me from my move or stop what I had manifested, so I just flat out moved in silence. I didn't tell nobody. Only my closest friend here knew, my mom knew, and that was it. I didn't tell nobody when I left. Like, and I feel like if you're not there during my dark days, why should you be able to celebrate such a significant part or chapter in my life? I know that sounds so bitter, but I just feel like, you guys, some people don't know the days that I sat in the shower and I cried. I prayed about this. I prayed for opportunities and stuff like that. While everybody else was living their life, people didn't really know what I was going through and stuff like that. People didn't really care. Like, there were a lot of people that I was super close to that really didn't care. So I feel like I wanted to keep this significant part of my life to myself, and I just wanted to take a leap for it and go, and that's exactly what I did. And if people feel some type of way about that, that's really not my problem. The first day I was out here, I'm not sad for being out here, but I started thinking about a lot of stuff about me, yes, just picking up and leaving. I was like, dang, like, I started getting a little bit emotional. Like, some of the fears did start coming on to me. I'm like, oh my god, you literally just picked up and left. Oh my god, why do you think that you're going to be able to do this? Why do you feel like you're going to be able to survive in California? Like, what are you going to do? Like, your car is not out here right now. Like, I just started thinking, I'm like, okay, calm down. My friend was like, you need to calm down. First of all, you're going to get your car out there. Two, like, just calm down. Everything is going to work out. That was right before my interview, so I still had a little bit of anxiety built up before my interview. I was just like hyper freaking ventilating. I honestly don't know if LA is gonna be somewhere where I permanently stay at, you guys. As you guys know, I'm on a huge spiritual journey, and I honestly don't know if LA is a place for somebody who is super spiritual like me to completely stay here permanently. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of protecting my energy, still staying grounded, and like I said, I've thought about starting a spiritual channel and things like that. So I just had a lot of things that I questioned when I got out here. I'm like, you know, you're going to be even more vulnerable being in a place like LA. These people are vultures out here. Like, so I thought about a lot of that when I got here, and like I said, it did build up a little bit of anxiety inside of me. But I knew this is somewhere I wanted to be in my 20s, so that way I can meet new people, gain new experiences, gain more opportunities and things like that, so that way I can create a better future for my future family and build for my future legacy. So yeah, that's why I wanted to be out here. Honestly, you guys, I can remember, and I don't know who this message is for, or who like this video is for, just me putting this out here so that you guys can get inspired. But I remember around this time last year, I was not in a very good headspace. I was going through a lot in my life. And I have been for the last couple of years, and now I'm just like, wow, I'm a really strong woman. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm really strong. I'm an extremely strong woman. I'm like, it's like the devil's hook jabs were strong, but my strength was way freaking stronger. Like, God pulled me out of that and brought me here. It just made me into a stronger woman, a stronger person, a stronger human being. And I just want to let you know, whoever this message pertains to, is that it does get better and you can honestly get out, okay? You just have to go for it and never stop chasing after your dreams and what you believe in, what you stand by. You gotta stand by something or you're gonna fall for every freaking thing out here, okay? It starts with you. Once you start making the movements, you have to actually move. Like, you can't, like, you gotta start making the movements. Once you start making the physical movements and start physically doing things, God is gonna be behind you 100%. God works in literally mysterious ways, you guys, and honestly, I'm just freaking flabbergasted. He will place the right people in your life. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm telling you, he will take people out of your life so fast. He'll place the right people in your life so fast, like, all for him to get you back on the path that he wants you on, or on a path that he needs you on. So at the end of the day, believe in yourself and keep going, you guys. Another thing I want to let you guys know is get comfortable with failing. Get comfortable with taking L's before you succeed. Most people are scared to fail, but that's how you learn and that's how you grow, and that is the ultimate key to success, is through your failures. I love all of my supporters, and I honestly don't know where I would be without you guys. You guys motivate me to keep going, to keep just grinding it out to reach success, and I honestly just felt like it was important to update you guys on such a huge moment, a huge significant moment or chapter in my life. I feel like it wouldn't be right if I didn't let you guys know what was going on and where I was at. Definitely keep me in your guys' prayers. I'm gonna be keeping you guys in my prayers and wishing you guys all the success for 2020, because that is coming up in a few weeks, you guys. And do what you guys need to do to get excited about your life. You only get one, so don't waste your time talking about the things that you don't want, and figure out and focus on the things that you do want, because that's all that matters. Negativity is not going to get you what you want. Thinking about the things that you don't want is not going to get you what you want. You have to always stay focused on the things that you do want and the things that you do want to manifest into your life, and it will happen. Do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, happiness, that is all that matters, you guys. So I love you guys. I just want to say thank you guys for supporting. Go binge watch your girls' videos, because that helps me out a lot to keep my channel afloat. Your girl's out in expensive LA now, so sharing my videos would definitely help me with my expensive ass bills that I'm gonna have out here. So definitely help a sister out. And yeah, share this video with somebody who you know needs to hear it. Give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fashion and lifestyle content. I love you guys, and until next time, I will see you at the top. Peace.